Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Pisces, what I do is I use astrology, tarot, and oracle cards to divine insights every single week so that you understand the energy that is going to be most impactful for that week and how to use it or how to get through it, right? So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload all of these messages. There's 12 new messages every single week. Pisces message comes out every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. Over here on the west coast of the USA, and there's always an extended reading for a deeper understanding of the message and more specific information, which I hope you'll join me for. You can join the Unbound membership and have full access to all the extended readings whenever you want and live chats with me, so I hope that you will think of that or consider it. And then there's I have a second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, and every day or Monday through Friday I go live where there's a live chat, and you can enjoy and join in a general tarot card reading with me, which I hope that you will. So Pisces, what's the astrology this week for you? Well, first of all, the midheaven is no longer in Pisces. Venus is no longer in Pisces, and clearly the moon has moved on. So you went from 5 planets, right, at the beginning of last week, and now you're down to 3, and soon enough Jupiter is going to drop out as well. And ultimately what's happening is, and I spoke about this with you, I think there was this big huge like well up of energy before it just splashes on the tide and actually becomes not just the concept of the Pisces realm, but it is able to burst forth into the realm of kind of being born. It's like these concepts are now being born, and it welled up inside of you. So there was a heavy burden, a great deal of energy that was at the very least distracting, a tremendous energy for you to carry, a lot going on, and really a testament to your strength for being able to handle it all. Things have lightened. The weight has lightened, and it's a good time this week, especially when the moon moves into Cancer, and Neptune, which is still of course in Pisces, and Mars, which is still in Pisces, are both going to be forming grand water trines once the moon is in Cancer. And so ultimately you get kind of a respite toward the end of this week where things are just sort of lighter for you and easier. And I want you to allow this because there's a sense of, okay, sometimes I got to put down the weight. I can't keep like lifting it up and putting things down. You know, part of it is just take a rest, take a break, and allow yourself to fall back into a comfort zone. It's not going to be forever. It's going to be a reminder of how far you've come. This is what you're going to use that energy for. Why do I know this? Because Jupiter, which is still in Pisces at the end degrees of Pisces, but it's still in Pisces, there's a lot of power when a planet is coming up on the other side, because they've gained so much by spending so much time with that energy. So Jupiter is chocked full of energy, and it's sextile to Pluto. There really isn't anything that you can't conceive that you can do. And so this is going to be a wonderful time toward the end of the week for you to be able to rest upon what you've earned and be able to reflect upon how far you've come and recognize and realize your strength, because once Jupiter pops then into Aries, there's going to be like a whole new world and a whole new mentality, and you do have this, you've got this. So it's almost like kind of like, you know, eating up on carbs right before the big race. And you have to allow yourself, well, not forget about the carbs, the rest. You have to allow yourself to realize, I do have these skills, I do have these talents, I am capable, look how far I've come, and I'm not going to come this far just to get this far. And that's exactly where you stand right now. And with that beautiful sextile between Pluto and Jupiter, Jupiter is still one of your ruling dignitaries and still in Pisces. There's this beautiful energy of, I know I can do it. I have the energy, I have the strength, I have the insights to look farther because I've gone deeper, to understand myself, the shadows and the lights, and accept everything about me and the world at large. There's less fear here than there ever was before. If you haven't completely finished your journey or accomplished what you set out to accomplish, at least now you're starting to feel the strength and to feel the change and realize, wow, I've sprouted wings and I can feel what they have potential to do. And now is your time to really explore where I'm moving to, where I'm headed to, because I know myself well enough and I know I know my capabilities better than I ever have before. So there is this sense of expansion and possibility this week. And there's a lot of changes that are happening all around us. Energy that may not be directly impacting you, but it's impacting the world around you. And so there's going to be a need for you to change, or you to at least recognize it and realize it and incorporate it into what you see and what you observe and what you want to share with others. So let's go into the cards. And you'll notice, Pisces, that my readings, they definitely, they start out a lot more general and then they get more specific as we go along. So Pisces, what is the energy for Pisces? Lots coming out, and I'm not surprised that it's cascading from the past. There's a whole bunch, not too far in the past though. So let's see where we start. We start with nothing is wasted. So feeling like there's nothing that is garbage. There's no such thing as garbage. Everything has a possibility. Everything, there's potential in everything. Seeing maybe beauty where others cannot, or seeing an opportunity where others cannot. Also a sense of being able to see the truth in something while simultaneously, being able to see the truth in something while simultaneously like almost understanding that the truth is better than any mirror or glamour that you could put on something. Be playful is Gemini energy. So keeping things light, talking, playful, let yourself laugh, be joyful. Use these sort of expulsions of air like laughter or jokes to be able to keep yourself lighter right now in this energy. Playful conversations or friendships. This is also could be finding a friendship or realizing that maybe something was meant to be a friendship, and that doesn't make it garbage. It's another kind of beauty. There's a beauty here too. Friendship is playing a big role this week since Mercury and Gemini is in such a powerful position. Being able to see or look to the friendship aspect of your relationships is a core success right now. So act as if this is trying to blend in, maybe somebody hiding or pretending, or maybe in some ways pretending that things were better than they were. This could also mean just not speaking your mind on something, or somebody not speaking their mind. It could also have been a friend of yours that has had an interest in you that was unable to, or you, vice versa, were unable to speak your mind. There was just friendliness between the two of you, but somebody saw more. And then time for a beginner mind, porcupine, which is I'm ready to start, I'm ready for the new beginning, but simultaneously I'm still defensive, right? I'm still sort of on alert, but I am ready to walk into this new room. You are never alone. So there is love here. There is connection and communication. This kind of speaks to being ready but not being completely ready. There's new love here. Maybe there's potential for love, but I'm not really certain. This love may even just be friendship at this point. Maybe somebody's intentionally being prickly or blocking anything else from happening. And that's fine. And that's fine, because all that speaks to is somebody isn't there yet. It could be you, it could be them. There's no rush. Everybody has their own journey, and journeys in this direction, into a direction at their own time. And there's no such, I don't believe in bad timing. There's no such thing as bad timing. The timing is always correct. It's just we haven't caught up to it and we haven't realized it. Just because we want something doesn't mean we're ready for it, or just because we want something, or especially someone, doesn't mean they want us back or they're ready to want us back, which also means they're not ready and they're not the one. So ultimately there's this kind of sense of somebody settling for friendship, even though there's more than that going on. or more feelings than that going on. Make your dreams real. So maybe trying to not manipulate, but also weave or create something, maybe creating something that isn't even there. I don't know. But ultimately there's just this sense of possibility, a sense of I can make this work, I can make this happen, trying, and it doesn't have to be with somebody or romantic. It could be, you know, one of your goals, what you're trying to achieve in life. And so ultimately, this is a sense of, you know, I get love, but then it's also like maybe people aren't ready for what I'm creating yet or what I'm proposing yet. Trying to keep it light, trying to keep it fresh, trying to keep it accessible so that people continue to consider it. And then we have life is speeding up. So this is Gemini energy. And as soon as Mercury, which just happened, came into Gemini, there's a sense of information coming together. Some sort of, finally somebody's able to get it or process it or realize maybe what's been sitting in front of them the whole time. You're like, the concept was there, but now it's like intellectualized. Now you can actually see it and understand it. And things now are accelerating. They're kind of like wound up, and maybe there's lots of conversations that have started to happen. Be fearless and bold is here, which is take the chance, move forward with something. This is Aries energy. So Mars is very much still in Pisces, so you definitely have the energy or this fearlessness, this intent to kind of push forward and make your case or state your case. This is almost like opening up and finally talking about something, finally saying something, finally having the courage to make the proposal, which is really on you. You finally being able to do that and say that and maybe come out with something. And then we have overcome any obstacles. And there you are. This in Taurus season, this is when this is happening. This is when the progress is being made. So this is definitely current. The time is to take action now. You really do have the support of Mars in Pisces. You also have the support of Pluto sextile Jupiter, figuring out how to get things done, even in the not so perfect, even under not so perfect situations. And that's one of the biggest complications, isn't it, Pisces? Is accepting that what we want, or you know, what we desire, whether it be a career or a relationship or whatever it is definitely meant for us, but it might not look the way we expected, or what might surprise us is that it may come at us or come about in a way that we didn't imagine in our heads. That's because the real world and the imagination world are two different worlds. And, you know, they both exist. They are both real in their own way, but one doesn't, like, things don't look the way that they look in your dreams, right? And so it's almost like finally being able to connect the dots and realize or take action on what's in front of you. Suddenly you're seeing opportunities where you never saw opportunities before. They've been in front of you. You haven't been ready. You are ready now. This is the time to take action on them. Let's get into the Written in the Stars deck. Right? I told you we start really general and we're getting more and more specific as we go. Holy crap. Lots to be said. This is a new deck for me, so I might actually have to read some of this. But this is Aries energy. Aries is always take action, being certain, having the energy to take action, things lining up and being suddenly perceivable, and then perceivable in a way that is outside of a box or a label that we may have put something on. So it's as the stars align, something becomes visible that wasn't visible before because we'd already labeled it, or we'd labeled ourselves as not successful or not worthy or nobody will ever see me. But that is changing. That is changing. It's almost like invisibility cloak is being removed. It's being taken away. The veil doesn't exist anymore. It's like now we can see what we couldn't see before, something is becoming evident. So ultimately, this is a sense of taking action and realizing that you are capable of more than what you've labeled yourself as, and that the labels are not the answer. They're actually the hindrance. Getting rid of the labels, casting off the labels, and just being able to be you or be true to yourself is exactly where your focus needs to be. Guardians is here. So this is about protection. And then we have your energy coming up, Pisces energy. Once again, reaching for the concept, reaching for the dream, reaching for spirituality. This is, you have spiritual guardians. So this could be somebody that has, you know, a loved one that's passed. This could be just your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. This is a sense of there are some spiritual guardians that are watching over you and helping to guide you to your best self, your highest self. And they've always believed in you, and they know you can make it, and they're helping you to reach for and touch your highest self. And in some ways, they're showing up now, or their voices are very prominent to you. Lots of signs, lots of symbols you're probably picking up on. Their voices are really prominent to you now because you're ready to hear them. Maybe you weren't ready to hear them before. And then we have singularity, Cirrus 1. So this is the dawning. This is the birth. This is the conceptualization and the truth and faithfulness. Sirius is a faithful and loyal companion. This is somebody is a faithful and loyal companion. They're always with you. Okay, so that could be on earth or in the spirit realm, but this person is always with you, thinking about you, believing in you. 4, they're about to be realized. They're about to, maybe if this person is an earth person, they're about to be realized in terms of they're here in your life. They're about to be an actual reality. You're going to see them again. You're going to be around them again, or whatever this concept was is becoming like realized in the 3D. And then we have 6. This speaks to love. This speaks to concept. This speaks to the material world. And then we have 5, some sort of changes. You're changing how you value things, and it has to do with loyalty, or somebody's loyalty to you, or realizing the value of loyalty. And then we have Leo energy. This is romance. Leo and Apollo coming out together is you found the sun. You found the sun part to your moon. You found your courage. You found your confidence. You have found a way forward. You found hope. You found inspiration. Stop that. This fucking cord keeps getting stuck. Yeah, you found inspiration. Something is finally seeing the light of day. I don't know what that means, but something is finally seeing the light of day. I don't know if this was intentionally hidden with chameleon here. It was. For whatever reason, I don't even care. I don't really care. There may have been some sort of manipulation, but I think it was more internal manipulation because you just decided that there was no chance or no hope, or maybe you just didn't see it, or they didn't just didn't see it. Somebody wasn't ready to see each other. But ultimately, there is a sense of now something coming to light. And it's something beautiful. This is star power. This is being in the spotlight. This is shining. This is being ready to take the spotlight, to take center stage, if you will. And this may have just been something that you were actually afraid to conceptualize. You may have been ashamed to conceptualize, like admitting how much you want the spotlight, right? Admitting that was even a part of it for you. But admitting that part of yourself actually gives you courage, because it's a part of yourself that has energy and gives you courage and allows you to, want these things, and that they're not bad things to want. So I've got to read these angel cards. This message has got to come through for you. I knew there was a lot of... Okay, so we have life lessons in the past. you can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. Okay, so that may be a prayer that you may want to use right now. And then aquamarine, divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. This means, something's coming true. Something's about to fucking manifest and pop off for you. What I tell you, there was all this energy. It's like you gave birth. It's like suddenly, boom, you just exploded. And maybe you felt like you gave birth years ago, like I've been doing this for a while. It doesn't matter if the receiver isn't able to see. Now I'm saying you're finally seen. Do you get it? Like now you're finally seen. You're not just a dream anymore. Now you're finally seen. That is a powerful statement. Wow. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. No, this is not the cult card. This is not meant like that at all. It doesn't even have to be religious or spiritual. Music can be spiritual. Dance can be spiritual. Just a sense of finding, it's almost like finding your tribe, finding people who finally appreciate you. Also a sense of this could be where the message comes from. This is where the aha comes from. This is when boom, all of a sudden the coin drops into the water and the ripples start. Something is going to catalyze in this energy where people are finally able to recognize and see you. And it's going to come from an unexpected place. It could very well come from a community of like-minded people that you never even expected anything was going to grow from. And then all of a sudden, here's your big break, your big opportunity, or you didn't even realize who you were talking to. This person has a lot more influence than you thought they did. So let's go into tarot. I'll see you guys there. Links are below.